Welcome students. Thank you so much for giving positive response to first two parts of important MCQs of basic physics. This is third part for important MCQs for basic physics. Now let us see first question. The substance which conduct electricity are called as conductors. The electrical conductivity of conductor is high. The substance which does not include electricity, they are called as insulators. The electrical conductivity of an insulator is low. The substance whose conductivity lies between conductivity of conductors and insulators, they are called as semiconductor. The electrical conductivity of semiconductor, it is depend upon what? It is depend upon the temperature. Which of the following is semiconductor? Steel and silicon both are semiconductor. Now question number 8 is the energy level of all electron in a particular orbit of an atom, it is called as energy bond. The band energy occupied by valence electron, it is called as valence band. The band energy occupied by free electrons or conduction electrons, they are called as conduction band. The gap between valence band and conduction band, it is called as forbidden energy gap. The valence band and conduction band overlap each other is conductor. The valence band is completely filled with electrons in what? It is in conductor. Now question number 14. The forbidden energy gap is large in which of the following? It is in insulator. Forbidden energy gap is large. 15th question. In which substance electrons are not available for conduction? In insulators, electrons are not available for conduction. Now, question number 16. The energy gap in silicon is 1.1 electron volt. The energy gap in gallium is 0.7 electron volt. In conductors, the temperature increases, the conductivity decreases. As the temperature increases, the conductivity of insulator increases. Current flows due to free electrons is both A and B, conductors and insulator. Then question number 21 is, in dash, current flows due to free electrons and holes. In semiconductor, current flows due to free electrons and holes. Pure semiconductors are called as intrinsic semiconductors. In intrinsic semiconductor, Ne is equal to Nh. In extrinsic semiconductor, Ne is not equal to Nh. N-type and P-type semiconductors are the types of which type of? That is all of the above. In N-type semiconductor, Ne is greater than Nh. In P-type of semiconductor, Ne is less than Nh. When pentavalent impurities are doped in a pure semiconductor, semiconductor is formed is N-type. Then question number 29 is, trivalent impurities are formed P-type semiconductors. Question number 30. The process of adding impurities into pure semiconductor, it is called as doping. At absolute zero temperature, intrinsic semiconductor, they are act as insulators. If temperature of pure semiconductor increases, resistivity decreases. In question number 33, the current in intrinsic semiconductor, it is small, and in extrinsic semiconductor, it is large. Which of the following is trivalent impurity? Indium is trivalent impurity. Find trivalent impurity of the following. It is indium, boron, gallium and aluminium. Pentavalent impurities are arsenic, antimony and phosphorus. Pure semiconductor plus trivalent impurities is equal to which type of semiconductor? It is P-type of semiconductor. Pure semiconductor plus pentavalent impurities is equal to N-type of semiconductor. Then next question is gallium plus arsenic is N type and gallium plus indium is P type. Then dash impurities forms N type of semiconductor, donor impurities they form N type of semiconductor. Then question number 41, acceptor impurities forms P type of semiconductor, in which semiconductor electrons are majority and holes are minority carriers. In N type of semiconductor, electrons are majority and holes are minority carriers. The holes are majority carriers and electrons are minority charges carrier in P type of semiconductor. In P type of semiconductor, doping increases number of holes. In N type of semiconductors, doping increases number of electrons. The doped semiconductor is called as extrinsic semiconductor. The impurity which donate electron when doped into pure semiconductor, then it is called as acceptor impurities. The impurity which accept electrons when doped in semiconductor, then it is called as acceptor impurity. Then next is bismuth is donor impurity. The conductivity of extrinsic semiconductor, it is depend upon both A and B, that means it is depend upon temperature and impurity. At absolute temperature, extrinsic semiconductor, it is act as a conductor. When half part of a silicon crystal is doped with trivalent and half is doped with pentavalent, then p-n junction diode is formed. In p-n junction diode, the border where p region meets with n region, then it is called as junction. The region near the junction is depleted of free charges called as depletion layer. The potential difference developed across the p-n junction diode, it is called as barrier potential. The barrier potential across the junction opposes diffusion. Then question number 57. The barrier potential across p-n junction diode of silicon and gallium are 0.7 volt and 0.3 volt. When the positive terminal of battery is connected to P side and negative terminal of battery is connected to N side, then diode is said to be forward bias. When the positive terminal of battery is connected to a N side and negative terminal of battery is connected to P side, then the diode is said to be reverse bias. In forward bias p-n junction diode, if applied potential increases, the width of barrier potential decreases. In forward bias p-n junction diode, if applied potential increases, the width of barrier potential and width of depletion layer is decreases. The forward bias act as what? It is act as a closed switch. And question number 63. In reverse bias, applied potential increases, the electron and holes are moved away from the junction. In reverse bias p-n junction diode, if applied potential increases, the width of barrier potential is also increases. In reverse bias p-n junction diode, if applied potential increases, the width of barrier potential and width of depletion layer also increases. In reverse voltage at which the diode breakdown occurs, it is called as breakdown voltage. The potential difference across the depletion region, it is called as barrier voltage. The value of forward voltage above which forward current increases rapidly, it is called as knee voltage. When diode is reverse bias, a very small current flows through it. It is known as reverse saturation current. The p-n junction diode is used in detector circuit, rectifier and voltage regulator. That means all of the above. The p-n junction diode, it is used in all. Then which of the following is semiconductor material? Silicon, gallium and arsenic. These are the semiconductor material. When diode is reverse biased, then diode act as an open switch. What is the charge of mobile charge carrier of holes? It is positively charged. When junction diode is forward biased, the thickness of the depletion region is smaller. Then 76th question, which are the mobile charge carriers present in semiconductor? Both A and B, holes and electrons. What is the majority carriers in N type of semiconductor? Electrons are the majority carriers in N type of semiconductor. The unit of temperature in SI unit is degree Kelvin. It is the unit. Which of the following law is applicable for the behavior of perfect gas? Boyle's law, Charles' law, Gay-Lussac's law, all are applicable for the behavior of perfect gas. When heat is transferred from hot body to cold body in a straight line without affecting the intervening medium, then it is referred as heat transfer by radiation. The heat is an extensive property. Temperature is an intensive property. The MKS unit of heat is kilocalorie. 1 calorie is equal to 4.186 joule, while 1 kilocalorie is equal to 4186 joule. Then question number 9 is the amount of heat energy required to increase the temperature of 1 gram of water through 1 degree Celsius. It is called as 1 calorie. The degree of hotness or coldness of a body, it is called as temperature. Temperature shows the direction of flow heat. Temperature, it is measured by thermometer. Heat is cause and temperature, it is the effect. Heat is the total energy of all molecules in the system. Then question number 15. Which energy flows from body at high temperature to body at low temperature? Heat energy flows. Dimension of temperature, these are the dimension of temperature. The interval between melting point of pure ice and boiling point of water are 180 equal to division. Then the scale, it is called as Celsius and Kelvin. The interval between melting point of pure ice and boiling point of water are 100 equal divisions. Then the scale, it is called as Celsius scale. The boiling point of water is 373.15 Kelvin. The melting point of ice is 100 K. Then question number 21. The temperature at which pressure and volume of gas theoretically becomes zero, then it is called as absolute temperature. Absolute zero temperature is minus 273 Kelvin. Absolute zero temperature, it is 0 Kelvin. Heat energy transfer from sun, it is example of radiation. Heat energy transfer through liquid or gas, it is example of convection. Heat energy transfer through metal rod, it is example of conduction. There is process of transfer of heat from a part of body at higher temperature to a part of body at lower temperature without actual movement. It is called as conduction. Then question number 28. Convection is the process of transfer of heat from a part of body at higher temperature to a part of body at lower temperature with actual migration. For which process the transfer of heat material medium is not required? For radiation, transfer of heat material medium is not required. Conduction occurs only in solids. Then convection occurs in liquid and gas. Radiation occurs in vacuum. Question number 32. radiation occurs in vacuum. Then conduction occurs in both vacuum as well as Martial medium. Then conduction, it is dash process, then convection, it is fast process. Convection is faster than conduction. Sorry, in conduction it is a slow process. The material through which heat conducts easily and speedily, it is called as good conductor. The substance which do not conduct heat easily, it is called as bad conductor or insulator. They are both same. Then which of the following is bad conductor? Air, it is bad conductor. Then question number 39, which of the following is good conductor of heat? Steel, it is good conductor of heat. The coefficient of thermal conductivity of heat, it is of good conductor of heat, it is high. Coefficient of thermal conductivity for good conductor is high. Then question number 41, the coefficient of thermal conductivity of bad conductor is low. The state in which temperature of substance continuously changes, it is called as variable state. The state at which temperature of substance remains constant, it is called as steady state. Then in which state rate of heat absorption is greater than rate of heat loss by substance, it is variable state. In which state rate of heat absorption is equal to heat loss by substance, it is steady state. At steady temperature, the rate of change of temperature with distance, it is called as temperature gradient. Then question number 47, the unit of temperature gradient is both A and B, that means degree Kelvin per meter and degree Celsius per meter. And dimension of thermal gradient is L raised to minus 1, M raised to 0, T raised to 0, K raised to minus 1. Then coefficient of thermal conductivity depends on area of cross section of rod, temperature gradient and time, all three factors. The quantity of heat flowing is directly proportional to area of cross section, temperature gradient and time. At steady state, the quantity of heat conducted through the material medium per unit time, per unit area, per unit temperature gradient, it is called as coefficient of thermal conductivity. The SI unit of coefficient of thermal conductivity is joule per meter per degree meter degree Kelvin Celsius seconds. Then Boyle's law is, in Boyle's law temperature is constant, while in Charles' law pressure is constant. See question number 54, Charles' law pressure is constant. In Gay-Lussac's law volume is constant. Boyle's law states that at constant temperature the pressure of gas is inversely proportional to its volume, while Charles' law states that at constant temperature the volume of gas, it is directly proportional to its temperature. Then Gay-Lussac's law states that at constant temperature the pressure of gas is inversely proportional to its temperature. The general gas equation is PV is equal to RT. At NTP, T is equal to 273 degree Celsius or 0 degree, and 273 degree Kelvin. At NTP, atmospheric pressure is all of the above, that means 260 mm of mercury, 76 cm of mercury, 1.013 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per meter square. The quantity of heat required to increase the temperature of 1 kg of gas through 1 degree Celsius or 1 degree Kelvin, it is called as specific heat of gas. The SI unit of specific heat of gas is joule per kg degree Kelvin. the gas has two specific heat. The amount of heat required to increase the temperature of unit mass of a gas by 1 degree Celsius at constant pressure, it is called as specific heat of gas at constant pressure. The amount of heat required to increase the temperature of unit mass of a gas by 1 degree Celsius at constant volume, it is called as specific heat of gas at constant volume. Cp is always greater than Cv. The ratio of Cv by Cv is greater than 1. R upon J is equal to Cp minus Cv. The normal temperature of human body is 37 degrees Celsius. Then question number 71. The normal temperature of body is 37 degrees Celsius. The normal temperature, if it is in Fahrenheit, or find it in Fahrenheit and degree Kelvin, it is 98.6 Fahrenheit and 301 degree Kelvin. Then convert 90 Fahrenheit into degree Kelvin and Celsius. This is degree Kelvin and Celsius, 305.22 Kelvin and 32.22 degrees Celsius. At what temperature the temperature of body in degree Celsius and Fahrenheit are equal? This is minus 40 degree. At normal pressure, the liquid oxygen boils at minus 182.96 degrees Celsius. Convert it into degree Kelvin and Fahrenheit. This is 90.19 Kelvin and 361.3 degree Fahrenheit. Convert 35 degrees Celsius into Fahrenheit. 35 degrees Celsius is equal to 95 Fahrenheit. The temperature of two ends of metal rod is 90 degrees Celsius and minus 10 degrees Celsius. Calculate temperature gradient if length of rod is 20 centimeter. It is degrees Celsius per centimeter. The temperature gradient of metal rod of length 5 centimeter and is 25 degrees Celsius per centimeter. Calculate the temperature of other end if temperature of one end is 150 degrees Celsius. It is 5 degrees Celsius. Then question number 78 is the temperature difference between two faces of plate is 100 degrees Celsius and the temperature gradient is 15 degrees Celsius per centimeter. Then calculate the thickness of plate. The thickness of plate is 4 centimeter. The inside and outside temperature of glass window pane are 25 degrees Celsius and 20 degrees Celsius respectively. The window is 3 mm thick. Find the area of pane if 40 kilocalorie of heat flow in a minute. It is 2 meter square. Area is a sheet of area of 1 meter square has thickness of 2 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter. Its opposite faces are at temperature 25 degrees Celsius and 10 degrees Celsius respectively. Then find the quantity of heat conducted in 1 second. Quantity of heat conducted is 1.5 kilocalorie. The volume of gas at 0 degrees Celsius is 100 ml. Find its volume at 100 degrees Celsius if its pressure remains constant. It is 136.63 ml. Then a gas at 20 degrees Celsius, it is heated to 150 degrees Celsius. By keeping the volume constant, the pressure then becomes 86.62 centimeter of Hg. Find initial pressure. Initial pressure is 60 centimeter of mercury. The pressure of 2 liter of gas is 74 centimeter of mercury. Then calculate its volume at standard pressure. If temperature remains constant, it is 195 liter. A gas is collected and found to fill 2850 ml at 25 degrees Celsius. Determine its volume at standard temperature. If pressure remains constant, its volume is 2610.9 ml. At what temperature of gas must be heated at constant pressure so that its volume at 20 degrees Celsius is double. It is 313 degrees Celsius. A cylinder contains 90.3 cc of gas at 17 degrees Celsius and 735 mm of Hg pressure. Find its volume at NTP. Its volume is 82.21. The volume of helium gas is 10 liter at 100 K and 0.4 atmosphere. Find the temperature in degrees Celsius required to change 25 liter at 0.8 atmosphere, and temperature is 227 degrees Celsius. A gas is heated at 310 K until both its volume and pressure double. What is its final temperature? Its final temperature is 1240 Kelvin. The volume of gas at 27 degrees Celsius and 2 atmosphere is 2 liter. If pressure is double and absolute temperature is reduced to half, what will be the volume of gas? Its volume is 0.5 liter. Then find the specific heat of gas at constant pressure. If heat of gas at constant volume is 400 joule per kg Kelvin, specific heat is 560 joule kg Kelvin.